2000s, I began to suspect that my wife was up to something. Our two kids were about 4 and 6, still young, but old enough to notice things. They started talking a lot about staying with my wife's parents during the day. That alone wasn't strange, but they lived 90 minutes away, and this was happening 2 or 3 times a week. When I asked my wife about it, she denied it, but she was never a good liar. So I started tracking the mileage on her car. Sure enough, an extra 400 miles per week. I knew something was going on. One day, I sat down at the computer. She had left a sticky note with her AOL password written on it. I couldn't resist. I logged in and started reading her emails. That's when I saw them, messages between her and her college best friend. They talked about how my wife was regularly sleeping with one of her ex-boyfriends from high school. They even made fun of his wife, laughing about how she'd gotten fat after having kids. I printed the emails, and I stashed them away, but I still needed more details. So I called a friend of mine who was a cop. He suggested I hire a private investigator. His name was Ron. I paid the retainer and gave him everything I had. The emails, the schedules, the suspicions. Ron figured it all out. Photos, times, dates, locations, everything. My wife would drop the kids at her parents' house, meet the guy for lunch, then they'd go to a dumpy motel for a few hours. After that, she'd pick up the kids and come home like nothing happened. That's when I hired a divorce lawyer. My parents cheated on each other growing up, and it absolutely destroyed my childhood. I wasn't letting that happen to my kids. I also asked Ron to dig into the other guy. His name was Bob. He was married, had 3 kids, and he worked as a vice president at his father-in-law's company. Interesting. The same day my wife was served divorce papers at work, Ron met with Bob's wife and showed her everything. What she did with that information was up to her. She didn't hold back. She drained their joint bank account, took the kids, and left. Bob was fired, then evicted, because the house belonged to her parents. Their divorce was brutal. Police reports, court fights, restraining orders. At one point, Bob even got his nose broken by her brother. Last I heard, Bob left the state. I can't find him anywhere online now. His ex-wife did fine, though. She went to work at her dad's company and eventually took over when he retired. As for me, my ex and I only spoke about the kids. Now that they're adults, we don't speak at all. I don't hate her. She's just my kid's mother. Nothing more.